You know her from the popular TV series Crazy Ex-Girlfriend. Well, now Rachel Bloom is taking her talent to the big stage.
Her one-woman musical comedy is playing right now at the Steppenwolf Theatre. Death, Let Me Do My Show is a raunchy musical which may or may not be inspired by the tumultuous events that ensued during the pandemic. Rachel Bloom joins us with more. Rachel, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me.
You are such a big deal. Everyone was so excited that you were going to be with us today, so thank you so much.
Well, that makes me so honored.
I mean,
Thank
but here's
you.
the thing. Talk about multi-talented. I mean, you write, you sing, you produce, you act, so many things. How did you get started in all of this?
Well, it's
It's
almost like we're in an improv scene. I always really loved performing. My mother was very musical, so I started taking piano from a young age. My grandfather was an amateur stand-up comedian and also director and also actor, all in community theater. So it was very encouraged, but there was something in me. It didn't make sense to where because I grew up in Southern California by the beach, where, especially when I grew up there, theater was not part of, it's a surf culture where people are laid back. And I was not laid back, nor a surfer, nor athletic, nor went in the sun much. But I happened to go to a public school that had a really, really good, solid theater community, and I don't know, I fell in love with it. And then I went to school for theater and instantly fell in love with sketch comedy writing. I joined a college sketch group, which is how I met my husband. He was a recent graduate of the sketch group, so he was at my audition, which makes it sound creepy. But
like,
he was
how exactly did you meet?
No. I was 18 and he was 24. So no, 23.
Age.
So it's fine.
You're good.
No. And we didn't date for a couple of years. That's a whole other story. But I came up also at a time where people, especially around the Upright Citizens Brigade Theater in New York, were starting to do it all. They were writing their own material. They were putting stuff on YouTube. They were putting up live shows. And so I was around people who were just kind of a one-stop shop for everything and skipping past the gatekeepers, where it's like, okay, you could try to get an agent and sell a show, or you could just put up a show at one of the many theaters in New York and then put stuff on YouTube. And so I'm really lucky to have come up when I did.
And that's how you got noticed, right? Because you had something up on YouTube.
Yep.
And somebody saw it.
So I just started doing these YouTube music videos, and I released my own album, which at the time albums were important. I feel like people don't care as much about albums now. But I released my own album in 2013, and to promote that album, I did a bunch of music videos, and I was featured on this website, Jezebel. And this woman named Aline Brosh McKenna, who's a big screenwriter, she wrote The Devil Wears Prada. She was procrastinating, as a lot of writers do, and saw my stuff on Jezebel. And I get an email saying, this woman, Aline, wants to meet with you to talk about maybe creating a musical TV show together. And that was Crazy Ex-Girlfriend.
Did you think it was a scam when you first got the email?
I didn't.
Is this a phishing note?
I didn't think it was a scam. I had pitched 2 other musical TV shows under less impressive auspices, and I was just skeptical. I was like, no one wants to buy a musical TV show, so this will be, all right, let's meet with this lady. And I met with her, and she had wanted to write a movie called Crazy Ex-Girlfriend, and was like, I think this could be a TV show. And the 2 other musical shows I pitched were very much about show business, like an aspiring actor. One was a TRL parody. This was 2012 when TRL had already been off the air.
Yeah, okay.
We did a TRL parody. It was a presentation pilot for Adult Swim that I paid for with my friend Eric Weiner, who also did music videos. We got Brian Austin Green to be the fake TRL host. We got him to say the most ridiculous things. And Adult Swim passed.
Incredible.
How do we see that?
I'll send it to you.
It's fabulous.
I forget what he was even called, but yeah,
better
it was
than
pretty
TRL.
Great. We got Seth Green on there. I really thought it was going to sell. But then Crazy Ex-Girlfriend sold, and we were a Showtime pilot that was then rejected. I found out the week of my wedding that Showtime was passing. I don't think that was on purpose. And so I thought I had a dead pilot. And then the CW was doing Jane the Virgin, and we were like, the CW is doing really cool stuff, and they unexpectedly picked it up the week of upfronts.
Wow.
And so within 2 weeks, I went from thinking I had a dead Showtime pilot to being on stage at New York City Center announcing this series, and then 6 months after that, I got the Golden Globe. So it was just this, it was like a rocket ship.
Yeah, we're going to say Emmy, Critics' Choice, Golden Globe Awards. Wow, incredible. And then now you're here doing this wonderful show.
And now I'm here very different. I mean, I will say it's not that different than Crazy Ex-Girlfriend in that it's musical and dark. So the two actually have a lot in common.
Tell us about the name.
Sure. So there's a big spoiler that happens about 6-7 minutes into the show. So basically I start the show by saying, we're gonna do a light, fun, raunchy, musical stand-up show that I actually wrote in 2019, and I've been wanting to do it in 2020, but the world exploded. Now we're back to normal. Something happens about 7-8 minutes into the show that completely blows up the show, reroutes the show, and the show ends up being about death. And it's this idea of death will not let me do the show that I had wanted to do.
And you really did, though, have parts of this original show written. Was that hard to just like throw away parts that you had already done?
So I really had been planning a show, specifically a comedy special in 2019, and I had everything worked out. I was pregnant, but I was going to film it right after maternity leave, and I came to Chicago while I was pregnant, and I did some of that new show here, and then the world shut down. And I remember I was in my daughter's playroom, which was my office, but now turned into my daughter's playroom, because that's symbolically what happens when you have a child. And I had a whiteboard of all of the different bits that I was gonna do in this new show. And I gave birth in late March 2020. My daughter was in the NICU. And then basically exactly a week after she was born, my songwriting partner died of COVID. So that's what the show's about. And my life, it was kind of a bucket of ice water was thrown, on the world, but also my life. And I remember looking at that whiteboard of all of the bits I was going to do in this comedy special, and I said, well, this is stupid. Like I can't talk about silly stuff now. The world is different, and that's how the idea for this show came about. And this show used to be a lot longer. The show now is about an hour 10, hour 15. When I was workshopping the show, it was a 2-hour show because I was trying to maintain a lot of the bits and the songs that I had pre-2020, and those all started to fall away.
But you found a way to tackle the serious part of it, but still make it hilarious and amazing.
There's great songs.
So the first,
you
and I'll say
found this way to like make it all work.
Yeah.
Well, because the show is almost kind of about what is the role of silliness in comedy in a world where death exists. And I'll say the first song in the show is the only remnant of what I wrote before 2020. And that song comes back around to almost be the point of the entire show.
I love it.
And I would say it here, but it's dirty.
Yes.
But I want to emphasize to your audience.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
I want to emphasize to your audience again, like, please come to the show. The language is hard R.
Okay.
So you bring your child if you want. There's no graphic nudity. There's no nudity. But the language is a little raunchy.
So let's just leave the kid at home.
Yeah. But I mean, the kid at home.
Yeah. Go out for a
It is my goal at some point, because I now have a 4.5-year-old, and she listens to a lot of my songs. I've had to create a child-safe.
Oh, no.
But no. So I've had to create a child-safe playlist for her.
This is great.
So I kind of want to do a show where it's called like No Sitter Needed, where I can do my songs, but it's all a G-rated show where you can fully bring your kid.
You know who you got to get in touch with that's doing this? Kids Bop.
Yeah.
Hook up with them, and they could do your version of. I mean, just give me 10%, Rachel. That's all I want.
Kids Bop they've done like.
They would
call
more
me.
than
They've done like "Call Me by Your Name." They've done some dirty songs where it's like
They would do.
"Call me when you want, call me when it's."
That's
And
what
they
you
want
need,
way
though.
more than 10% too, I feel like. No, just kidding. All right, so you have grappled with a lot of, it's going to be funny, but you've grappled with a lot of, tough subjects, including you've been an advocate for mental health, and we wanted to thank you for that as well, and writing a book on that subject too.
At least I can do.
You're always giving back. Way to go.
I try.
Yeah.
Rachel, thank you for being here. We appreciate
Thanks
it.
for having
Have fun
me.
in Chicago. You guys go see the show, Death, Let Me Do My Show. It's at Steppenwolf Theatre now through August 24th. All the information for tickets are there on your screen. Head to steppenwolf.org. Also find them on social.